Meghan Markle is struggling with two business ventures and she's having a very hard time getting them off the ground. We know that Meghan Markle is facing huge roadblocks amid product launch delays for her American Riviera Orchard lifestyle brand. And we know that her podcast with Limonada has officially been put on ice until 2025. They always say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And Meghan Markle has been a complete failure to launch ever since Megxit 2020. In today's video, we are going to talk about Meghan Markle's many failures amid her two most recent business ventures. You guys, we have a lot of juicy royal daily tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the royal daily tea. Meghan Markle, in my opinion, is the queen of the worst soft launching of a company that I've ever seen. Meghan Markle soft launched American Riviera Orchard, her lifestyle brand, over to Instagram 90 days ago. And ever since then, it has been literally crickets. All she has over there is the same 9 beige squares and a very horrible logo. Right now, she's sitting at about 618,000 followers. Now you can go over and check out her website that has absolutely no product. Literally 90 days and nada. Then we all got excited when we saw that Meghan Markle was releasing strawberry jam, just to find out it was only going to 50 of her rich elite friends, and literally only 10 of them bothered to put it up on Instagram. That was a complete a complete embarrassment. It was worse than the 40 by 40 because she made such a big deal about it and got all this press and has a website and the Instagram and everyone's all excited. And she got all of her fans excited and they have nothing. You literally have lost all interest in your product. Then we heard she might be doing a dog biscuit, but now the rumor on the street is the very first product that Meghan wants to release is a rosé wine. Again, where's the product, Meghan? It's crickets. Now, I've heard that Meghan is facing huge roadblocks and delays on two of her business ventures. Her lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, is really having a problem getting a product off the ground. And the biggest reason, besides the fact they don't have a CEO, is the fact they don't have moolah. They need investors to invest in her product line. And that is where Meghan Markle, in my opinion, if she doesn't do it correctly, she is going to go broke. A lot of celebrities make a mistake thinking, well, I'm a celebrity. I'm just going to slap my name on a product and I'm going to make millions of dollars. That doesn't always work, unfortunately, especially if you're not a well-liked celebrity. Again, she's trying to compete with Martha Stewart, with Gwyneth Paltrow. These are women who are worth millions upon millions of dollars, who were both very successful in their career and had been doing it for 10 to 20 years. Meghan Markle's always trying to cut corners, and she thinks because she has a Duchess title, she's going to go to the top of the line and she's going to surpass everybody. But again, it doesn't work that way, especially because Meghan Markle, you are not a well-liked celebrity. Again, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And if this is anything like her original podcast, Archetypes, this is not going to go well. Now, the second business venture that we know has been officially put on ice till 2025 is her Archetype podcast that is now being done by Limonada. Now, again, her Archetype podcast, she made it all about herself. And that was probably the biggest reason why it was a complete failure. So again, they're having to rethink the structure of her upcoming podcast and make it less about Meghan and more about her guest. If y'all remember when Serena Williams shared the story of her little girl falling out of her high chair and breaking her arm, Meghan quickly turned it to, you know, Archie, he almost died in a fire in Africa when we were living in our housing unit. And it's like, what? No, that didn't happen, Meghan. Again, Meghan totally exaggerated the fact that a little heater in the baby room had a little smoke and Archie wasn't even in the room at the time. But again, she stole literally Serena's story of her daughter breaking her arm and turning it into Archie almost died, which is literally the worst thing a host can do. You never one up your guest. Your guest is supposed to be the main focus of the program. So now rumor is they're rethinking Lemonada, the format of her podcast, and they're having a hard time getting guests. Again, we all know that Meghan Markle loves to talk. She loves a microphone, and I think a lot of people were extremely turned off. Now, the rumor is she might have to pull out her little WhatsApp. Is this thing on? Hello, it's Meghan. Hi, guys, it's Meghan. She might have to pull some major favors, major strings, and get some of her old castmates, you know, the ones she ghosted, to appear on her podcast. I hope they all say no. I hope they turn her down flat because, again, Meghan Markle is one of those people who hadn't learned the valuable lesson about being nice to people on the way up the ladder, because they're the first people you're going to see on the way down. So now Lemonada is officially on ice till 2025. In my personal opinion, she should just call it the Meghan Markle Show. She failed to get a trademark for the archetype name. Again, another strategic failure. This woman is a failure to launch. She has over 1 million trademark applications for American Riviera Orchard. I think she's trying to do too many things at once. Now, rumor is they just completed her cooking show for Netflix. So apparently they must have gotten a couple of celebrity guests, although I guarantee you they're probably C-list, because if you remember her Archetype podcast, she only had a couple of big people on there in the last couple of episodes. I literally didn't know who any of those people were. They were very D-list, in my opinion. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with her upcoming cooking show for Netflix. They said she completed filming, although they have not given any information of an actual release date. But the fact that her podcast has been put on ice until 2025, and the fact that 90 days after her soft launch of American Riviera Orchard, she's now having major product delays, in my opinion, it's not a good look. So what do y'all think? Do you think we're going to see an official first product of American Riviera Orchard this year? Do you believe it's going to be a wine, or do you think it's going to be another product? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.